Hi, everybody. We had a greeting for everyone, and thank you for being here online, live. And for those of you watching the replay, welcome and lovely to have you connecting in the field. So, um, I'm so excited. I am curious that, say hello for those of you that I don't know, you are here just out of curiosity. Do you have any question? And are you already channeling? I think you're already probably in your own way. And so I will just start. Hi, Joy. I will just start. I would like to say, set the intention of this call, whether you're just checking out this, checking me out or checking out this course, or you just feel like, okay, it's nice to join something live and to connect, it's all good. And my intention is for, hi, Jean, I'm going to mute you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. My intention is for those of you that tune in, whether you are interested in the course or not, may you receive what you exactly need to receive to support you on your journey, on your path. And very excited I am actually, about talking about this second round of the channeling course. And I feel it will, I was tuning into the energy of the group, and it feels like very different from the first group. The first group, we have amazing, well, it's like very beautiful, lovely souls. And indeed, when we feel called to join something or even just feel that attraction, there's always a resonance already in the field for the group, for that intention. And so what do I desire to say is that it feels like there is this cosmic energy for the second group, like for those of you that desire to connect with your cosmic lineage. I would say cosmic mother that pops in. So the cosmic lineage, and of course your star seed and galactic connections. That this group, that's just the information. That's just the energy I'm starting to get. And okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I always get excited and just dive right into what I want to say. But for those of you that are not familiar with me, I'm Marina Cheyenne, and I just recognize that one of my gifts, whether it's in the healing session, in the channeling session, and the work I'm here to do is to help people activate your gifts. And very much it's whether it's the healing gifts or it's the channeling, it doesn't matter. It's really about your soul essence that you're here to, that you also desire, like your soul and your human self are both curious and desiring to activate, because that's part of you. And I feel that those of you that are on the call, you have done a lot of healing work, whether, no matter how long you have been in this spiritual journey, that I know that you have done a lot of work. So here comes this time for you to actually further step into, the next expansion, because we are always evolving and we are always expanding. And I would say our gifts, our extrasensory abilities, or our healing gifts, or our sensitivity is always going to continue to expand as our consciousness evolve as well. So this is an exciting time. And what else? I would say about channeling, whether it's channeling, because also I want to just say, channeling, everybody will have a different expression of channeling. Some will tap into the future timeline, some will tap into the past timeline, some are more medical intuitive, and some will be, like shamanic, like galactic shamanic essence, right? Like, because we are all very different in our soul makeup and our history and our, in our Akashic records, we have different type of experiences that we wish to bring to this lifetime. So I guess that will be very different for everyone. But since you are all gathering here, I'm curious. Um, does anyone have any question that you want to explore before we dive into channeling? So Natasha, I'm going to mute you, and you can unmute yourself if you have any question. Yeah, don't be shy. This is your time. You already make it to, go online. So as you can see, I'm not very yay, Moaka, nice to have you. Oh, I'm very busy today. I think I will start by sort of introduce I already said the intention of the group call. Yes, Jean, yes, is everybody meant to channel? I would say everybody can channel, but it's up to you to what form of channeling you desire, whether you wanted to bring through artwork, or you wanted to do it like me. I enjoy being a direct voice channel, to be a conscious direct voice channel. That's what lights me up. And for some people, what lights them up is when they are tuning in, it's medical part of that. It lights them up to channel the health information for other people. And maybe it's a soul history. So I hope that answered the question. I think we can all channel, and we are all channeling. It's just how we express that. So that's a good question. And so feel free to share your question. Yeah, channeling through writing, that is amazing. I would believe that many or most of the authors, or those blog writers, they are channeling through their writing, right? Like a lot of composers and musicians, they're channeling through the writing. And that is one of the forms that we will be exploring in the course. So there'll be 5 modules or 5 classes, if you will. And I know the timing sounds, it's unusual that we make it into 5 classes or 5 modules, one after the other. And that's, I'm guided to do that at the moment. So a lot of people say, oh, most of the channeling course, they do it once a week. And I think each format, it has its benefit. And for some reason, I'm guided to have it more like in a shorter time. So like in this container, in this space, in this portal, you are held more intensely, so that we get to release a lot of stuff and a lot of imprints and energy, and to recalibrate our frequency, to tune into your highest frequency, so that you can be the divine clear channel that you desire to be. Because we are not going to, the work I do, and I believe we are all here to do, to be the highest and most pure channel of the light, of the source light. So we'll be working a lot with source energy. Yeah, it's directly with the source energy. So a lot of healing, a lot of clearing, and then it's activating. So we will have different exercise, whether it's in the group or one by one, or pair up in the breakout room. And it's exciting. And in the beginning, people say, wow, like 15 hours. I think we have about 12, 13 hours to 15 hours. Sometimes we go over time, and it sounds like a lot. And in the end of the call, everybody just wish they have more time, like, because it just feels so good to be able to connect with like-minded souls, like a lot, like soul family, that feeling that you get to open, you can be authentic, and then you are here to support one another. So that is the container. That is a group that I always make sure we create, is that we are all here to grow together, to open and to heal and to express. And we are here to support one another, because that's what we are missing. That's what we are longing for, right? To be in a safe environment, to be ourselves and to explore and to to truly embrace the part that we didn't know exists, or even we know we don't believe we could, or we should, or we are allowed to express, because we all have different conditioning from childhood and different life experiences, and definitely a lot of past lifetime imprints. And so these are all here, we are all here to transmute and activate. Yeah. So yes, that's a good question. I would like to expand my channeling from written to spoken, but my throat chakra is blocked and I'm scared of speaking. Of course, right? I mean, I'm saying that because that has been my journey as well. Like our life experience has started with the opposite of our gifts, right? If we are meant to share our message, if we are meant to be the messenger, we would choose the opposite way, right? To grow up in an environment and situations that we are scared, or we are not allowed to express our voice. And I would even go so far, like from my own personal journey, is that I didn't even know who I was, let alone what I didn't know what I wanted to share. I didn't think I have anything to share. I didn't think I'm worthy of saying anything, and who will listen? And can I help people? I want to help, but do I have the ability to help, to heal other people? So it's all a process of coming to that place of connecting with our soul essence, because our soul essence, our higher self, already know we can channel, we can heal, if that's what has been always active in our desire, in our consciousness, right? Like that thing is always calling you, like to work with crystals. There are always reasons why we are drawn to certain things, and we admire certain people with certain skills, right? Like certain skill that we wish we would have, but we don't know if we can achieve that. And I'm here to, as a living example, to tell you, yes, everything we are conditioned to believe that we are not worthy to express, we don't have anything to share. Who are we to connect with ascended masters or galactic beings? These are all part of the journey for us to really become aware, and then choose to transform, and then to enter a new relationship with ourselves, so that we can it's almost like have the courage to become, or to do what would excite us, what would light us up to do, right? Like, because I believe in everyone's heart there is a song from your soul, there's a message that you desire to share from your own life experience, that you yourself, I can feel, right, is already like a receiver and transmitter. And of course, we are already transmitting that energy and frequency. However, wouldn't it be more fun to transmit that energy, to transmit our love, to transmit our excitement, to transmit our soul essence in a conscious way and in a way that excites us, that is in alignment to our full expression. So I get carried away very easily, so please feel free to jump in the question. Yes, so Jane, that I hope that answered your question. Yes, if you desire to take your channeling from written to spoken, and yeah, that is absolutely possible and doable. How long have you been channeling? Is there experience in direct verbal communication? Well, I would say consciously, I've been channeling since 2019. So, and the first time I did that, I did it in verbal communication, although I do channel write as well, like when I write, they will come through. I mean, the message will come through, the energy will flow. And I think at the moment now, I could also, even when I'm speaking, if I tune in, I could also hear the message that just wanted to come through. So we all have different way of receiving the energy, we to interpret and translate the energy and frequency. And so I have also started to, well, actually it was in a class, I was training with Jamie Price for my light language as well. And then so I realized I could also channeling the sound. And I don't know if that some of you have been doing or are interested in doing that, to translate to sounding. Yeah, you're welcome, Deborah, to bring through the frequency through the sound or the singing, right? Because some of you got so fired up when you get to sing, when you express through your voice. So if that's in your heart, that's in your body, that's definitely another way of channeling as well. Yes, I've never channeled before, but am open to it, have challenges being seen and heard. Yeah, I would say the thing to learn about channeling is that you first have to be interested, so you have to be curious, and you are willing and open. And of course, being afraid to be seen and heard is part of the process, right? Because I think many of us were not encouraged to be the center of the attention. I mean, those of you on the call probably did not grow up being, encouraged to be authentic and always be encouraged to share your voice, to speak your mind. And when you, like constantly be supported the way you need it to be. And if you are one of those, I congratulate you. You are amazing. Like, you're so lucky and blessed to have people like that in your life. And so I think this is onward, that's why we call, like when people gather with the same intention and responding to the intention of the energy field, this unified field of consciousness that I have the honor and the privilege to hold for all of you. You are responding to a frequency that you desire to know yourself better, to have the courage to become who you truly are. And it's a process. It's not like, overnight suddenly we become this forever enlightened, right? Even I think some people have enlightened experience. It's like coming in and out. It's like, so it's important to be in the safe space, that where you feel safe and you feel encouraged to experience, to experiment, and to try to share your voice or try to bring through the message, even, no matter if it's what you wanted to do. I mean, no matter what the message that's coming through, it's really about you are able to express that. You allow yourself to express that. Yeah, Jin said, I like to learn to open to channeling my language. Yeah, of course. I feel like it's very much up to the group. And although we did have someone in the channeling in the group in the first round that did she bring through light language? No, but she was bringing through some sound. So yes, if that's in alignment, you will be able to do that as well. There's no limitation of what we are opening up to, as long as it's in alignment to your intention. And then we are working with frequency as well. So yes, good. I feel like I talk a lot. Does anyone wanted to open your mic and ask a question or share? And then afterwards, we will go into a short channel message for everyone. Don't be shy.
Hi.
Hey, Natasha.
Hi, Brianna. So I think somebody asked this question, but I missed your answer. Are there people who cannot channel?
So explain to me what's behind your question.
Well, I actually was told that that because well, I was told that I was an earth element, rock for a long time, and that I would not be. So my orientation is down into the earth as opposed to up and beyond.
Okay, okay. And what do you think about that?
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
have no idea. I really I do feel that I have a light language that I speak, and I'm trying to do more and more and more.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, channeling is a different thing.
Yeah. But are you interested? Because you're here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm asking you a question because it's also always interesting, right? To explore what's our belief. And
Mm,
that's such a beautiful question because, very often in my session, I will have people coming and say, I was told this prediction, so I'm not meant to do this and that. And
yes.
well, I do have respect, for everyone's specialty, right? Because
Hmm.
because I think we are all meant to bring through the information for that specific moment.
Hmm.
And says who that it's set in stone. Because we
Hmm.
are always evolving. And even at this time when we are speaking, like you feel
Hmm.
reacting to this unified field, and you're reacting to my field, and then your higher self maybe is also like, that there's a lot happening. And
Hmm.
I would just simply say nothing is set in stone, or nothing is set in rock. And I
Hmm.
had lifetime as rock as well.
Hmm.
But we are never just one thing. We are never just
Yeah.
one consciousness,
Yeah.
right? We are star
Yeah.
seed. We are source consciousness. So source consciousness, by definition, is already connected to there or whatever your direction you want to point.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm.
So I would encourage you, honor, well, because there must be a purpose that you receive that message at that time.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's up to you whether you choose to hold on to that message, or do you feel you say, okay, I'm ready for different exploration.
Hmm.
I'm ready to, open to my potentials. If I
Yeah.
want to be a rock, I'm human. I'm sure I can, and I'm curious, right? And you are interested because you are the fact that
Hmm.
you're here, you are resonating. Something is calling you to be here.
Hmm. Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's reason enough.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, sure. Good. That's a good question. So beautiful. Oh, Shaman, thank you for the support for Natasha. Yeah, that's a good question. I would say, does anyone have any other question? Because we always learn from one another through the question. And this is such a potent time to debunk a lot of spiritual stuff as well. I mean, I am not a rebel, even though probably I am. I was conditioned to be like very conforming, and I realized that even in the spiritual, well, I would say there are infinite possibilities. That's always the message. There are infinite possibilities, and we can tap into that field. And of course, maybe things will not happen like what we want. Like in the movie, is it Lucy, right? Like we have a tablet and all of a sudden we tap into, that is more like, I don't know. I don't know if that will happen like that, because you sort of took the fun out of our human journey. It sort of took the fun out of, being sovereign and being, finding our power. Because this our own, I feel that our human journey is about connecting and reclaiming our power on the way of collecting the parts that we lost or the part we are ready to activate. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the question. Do you channel specific collective that you choose, or do they choose you? Thanks for this beautiful and inspiring call. That is a question. That is a good question. Up until now, I just, stay open and allow the consciousness that's in alignment to the highest frequency channel through me. And I think I did a few times to call upon the specific collective, and it worked as well. So maybe I would do that more consciously, like, pick the group that I want to channel. Yeah. Although I would also say, that sometimes the consciousness that came through is in alignment to the purpose of the project, right? So it's not up to my personal ego to say, oh, I like Mary Magdalene to come in because, I like Mary Magdalene. But it could be like Galactic Dragon Council of Dragons wanted to come through. But who am I to say, I specifically want Yeshua because I feel that will make me feel better. Unless it's like, okay, I feel Mary Magdalene is calling me. She's bringing my awareness, so she wants to come through to support. So that is the difference. I hope that answers the question. Yeah. Good. I see some more people joined. So we answered some question already, and I am open to maybe answer one or two more questions if you are willing, or you feel like open, switch on, like, unmute yourself and ask the question or write in the chat. And yes, I think I need to share the link of the registration, but I don't think I have it. So if anyone have it, or it's in the email. Sorry. I'm just so excited about gathering. I do not always remember the logistic thing. So again, Yeah, Mike, that's a good question. But and I feel that there is a bit that is not entirely true what you in your question. I think so Mike asked the question, why have channelers never channeled anything truly useful for humanity, like a cure for cancer? And I think there must be some information that have been brought through, but were not allowed or encouraged or supported to go to different stage of implementation, right? We do know there are people who receive different type of information, and then they were able to heal themselves from the cancer or, severe physical issues. And I think, I don't know all of the channelers, but at least a few I know, such as Abraham, people would already come up, in the workshop, say they listen to Abraham's advice and whatever, and information, and they cure themselves. And I think Bashar also have people say that to him. So yeah, so allow the judgment, or maybe there's a sense of, yeah, know that we don't know the whole world, right? They are probably they are more and more channelers. A lot of them do not choose to go on YouTube and speak, right? So we don't know. Maybe they are in a lot of places. People, channelers and healers are cure people of cancers and illness. So maybe just be open and ask to be shown. Ask to be shown evidence, or if that's what you desire, allow yourself to be guided to the information like that. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Fiona. Thank you for the link. Yeah. Good. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you all for being here. It's such an exciting time. And I also just want to encourage you, whether you will, sign up to join me or not, know that I think June onwards is really exciting time. There's a lot of potentials in the energies, and it's really up to what we choose to open up to receive and to activate. So if your focus is on, I just want to step on, like me, I always say that in the beginning, I feel a bit like very shy, but I am saying that now, like my desire, my intention, my devotion is to become the fullest version of myself. I'm here to, to live my highest timeline or my fullest potential, so I can be of service to the greatest good. And that's what I'm here for. That's why I went through my difficult, suffering human experience, not for fun of it, but just I'm here to serve. And know that the more we are tuning in to that direction, to that, like when, I don't know, when I was learning surfing, which I'm, very crappy about it. I cannot surf much. Maybe someday, I'm moving now to south of Portugal. It's supposed to be like a surfing paradise as well. So maybe I will get on my surfboard again. But when I was learning surfing, all I did was looking down and just trying to get up. But the instructors say, look at where you want to go, and you'll be taken there. And so that is exactly the same. Like, instead of focusing on whatever happened in the past, not to bypass, but truly, choose where you want to go, who you want to become, or just tap into that full potential and have that clear intention. I would invite, to be of service. I think that's what every one of us is here for, however way that we show up for ourselves. So yeah, thank you, Linda. So does anyone have any question before I jump into the message. Anything else? Oh, yes. I also wanted to mention that so maybe I will eventually learn to be more, like organized in talking about the group, the course, is that we will be setting up a WhatsApp group and for people to connect with each other, to practice, to pair up, to communicate, to share. And I have really intention for people to keep in contact afterwards, to continue to practice. Of course, that's not the only way, for us to improve our skills. But however, very often that if we don't create this access to one another, it's very easy to just, after the excitement of the course, it just die down and life comes back and we, like sort of lose the contact of channeling. So the best way to become a good channeler is to continue to practice. So that is something we will set up as a group to continue to practice with each other or one another. And I'm also experimenting, with the first group. Just we'll do something even after the course. We'll do something to connect the group. Maybe not so regularly, but like have that connection to remain. And I know there are people who keep up the weekly connection and they continue to practice. So that is, yeah. And so, yes, I feel that eventually I would love to, open up the community. Like, if there are enough people, we will allow everybody to find opportunity to connect and practice. Because that's also one of the way you will meet your soul family, right? Even though you may not study in the same class or the same group, you will never know. I think, it's my desire as well, my intention, and actually one of my work, my mission, is to create a community for people to connect with one another and to continue to grow. Okay, I think that's about it, about the channeling group and channeling course. So, does anyone have any more questions? Let me have a sip of water. I'm curious, does Antonia, do you have any question or anything you want to share?
Well, recently, like in the last 6 months, it's happened 3 times when doing regression sessions, when I'm talking to spirit guides.
Yeah.
They jump inside me. And before I used to feel energy in my legs when spirits would come, but now I feel it in my whole body, and I receive their messages and I tell the person so that's a new experience, and it's just happening spontaneously. And I'm happy that it's only these positive experiences and nothing negative is jumping inside of me. Ciao, sweetie. So maybe that's why I'm so interested recently, because I've had channeling experiences in the past, but it was just limited to that training circle,
Right.
Oh, but now it's like it's finding me. I don't have to go and find it. So that's what I wanted to share. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful sharing. Yes. I think it's becoming more accessible, right? Like, whether it's the human have the inclination, whether we are consciously aware of it or not, I think, it's happening because you are inclined, like your soul is inclined to do that. So it's just a matter of, working with that ability or that's honing that skills. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Good. Okay, so That is so amazing. Yeah, that this is indeed a magical time. I would never imagine I'll be doing this actually. But it's really about staying open, right? It's about staying open to following the guidance of our soul and our higher self. So good. So what I'm gonna do right now, okay, I'm just gonna bring through a short message to see, what delicious energy and consciousness that desire to come through for the group and for anyone that will be watching the replay. So I would just invite everybody in, live with me right now. Only when you are not driving, of course, or when they say operating the heavy machine. Just really, I would invite you to close your eyes and bring all your awareness down to your heart, like breathing to your heart. Breathe out from your heart. Because a lot of you is already busy with the days and a lot of energy in the head and the mind. So just allow yourself to breathe into your heart, breathe out from your heart, and relax. On your next inhalation, allow yourself to become present, become clear. And when you breathe out, give yourself the permission to relax your shoulder, relax your eyes, relax your lower back, relax your jaw. Good. I'm going to calling in the source light to this space for everyone, live and replay. Greetings. Greetings, dear ones. We are excited to be present with you. We are the Galactic. We are the Galactic Dragon. As a group. And of course, the Galactic Council of Light is present in the space as well. So the dragons wish to present the first message is that, dear ones, you are all here to be of service to the clearing, the regridding of the earth energy. And you have been doing a great job. And this time forward, as you and the earth continues to transform the grid system and the dense energy into the light. We desire to acknowledge you and give yourself, remind you to give yourself the credit that yes, a lot of things is shifting and changing toward the light. So believing that your work and many tens of thousands and millions of the light workers, through different generations have already making the shift possible for the humanity to move forward to create a new earth. And you are one of those light force that is here to create a new earth. And it starts with you. It starts with your own life. So start by creating the light into your own personal life, into your circle, close circle. And know that through that, you will be able to shift and change and expand your service to the greater circle and the greater good. the more, the greater population. And so for those of you that have deep connection, whether you are conscious or not, you have a deep connection with dragons through eons, different lifetime, different dimensions. You are once all dragon riders, and some of you have higher self aspect as dragons. So it's quite an exciting time. It's time to reactivate and going home. Your dragon aspect. The dragon aspect is fierceless, so that you know you are here to transmute the dense energy into light. And with that, we are sending you our appreciation and acknowledgement and gratitude. Know that you are truly a powerful being. Never underestimate. Never underestimate, even when your human conditions is not as, shall we say, prosperous as you would like it to be. Never underestimate what you can create, how much, how quickly you can shift your reality toward the version that is truly serving you and fulfilling your expansion, and that honors you as a powerful source consciousness. And we would end the message here as the Galactic Council of Light is sending you the energy in the background, in the field. And so the most important thing is for you to reconnect with your dragon aspect and know that you are all very, very powerful being. And with that, we are complete. Okay. Not always what I expected it could be. But anyway, I hope it resonates with you, for those of you dragon lovers, and I myself love dragons. So
General LA area.
Monica, is that you? You have something to share? Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Jane. Good. So I'm curious, does anyone have any last question before we close the circle for today? Yes, me too. I love dragons as well, Jenny. What is a dragon master? Oh, I believe what they say is it's time to keep going. A dragon master is it's sort of like a warrior or a force of light that work with dragon to safeguard a certain frequency, I would say. And so it's someone, or it's a being that work with dragons, and the being itself has to be fearless, because I would say it's almost like it's not for the faint-hearted. So if you are like scared, cower, and have doubt, and you cannot even hop on the dragon. So I didn't watch, what is that series with a lot of dragon and the dragon mother? I didn't watch that series, but I imagine they also portray that that it really takes a brave heart and authentic power to be able to work with dragon. Oh, Game of Thrones. Yes, thank you. Yes. I don't know how they portray that, but it's almost like you have to be a fearless being in order to work with dragons. Good. Yes, love it. Yes, go ahead, Natasha. Connect with the water dragons. They're so beautiful. Very healing as well. So I hope all of you enjoyed this connection, this live Zoom, and definitely, it's my intention that you take away the pieces that resonate with you, that serves you, and allow the message, which part of the message that support you to carry on with your journey of, becoming your authentic self, have the courage to keep going and know that when you are open, a lot of things are possible, right? Like when you're open, you say, okay, I want to channel, I want to become a healer, I wanted to, open certain gift, that it is possible. And so just trust that there are always reasons why you are guided and resonating with something. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful beginning of the week. And I hope you will join me on this amazing container and portal of channeling your unique source light. It is truly about connecting to your true essence and letting go of the self-doubt and what has been holding you back in loops. And so that you can truly, truly step forward and create a fulfilling life that you are here to serve, right? You are here to be an example for your own family, for your own children, if you have children, for the people around you as well. So thank you, everybody. It's such an honor, a pleasure connecting with you all. And for those of you that have signed up, I'm so excited. When I tune into the energy, I can just feel like, wow, it's beautiful. It's profound. So thank you. And yes, takes me a bit of time, but I will set up my page, sending all the testimonial from the group one, the first group. There are a lot of them, so give me time to do that. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Blessings, many, many blessings.